Alright guys, welcome to my channel. This is your boy again, Toby. How are they? Alright, so in today's update is basically about what's happening within the environs of Nigeria and how other countries around the world are beginning to show Nigerians wickedness. There had been this perception, more especially. I'll use myself as an instance. During the time I traveled to Ghana for my schooling, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, but the devil I had was the mentioning of the name Nigeria. I was into real estate um, business. I met Americans, I met Chinese, I met Indians, people from different countries. But immediately I mentioned that, oh, like normally they would ask you to introduce yourself on the press of introduction. Some people will be like, okay, so where are you from? Which country are you from? And you tell them you're a Nigerian. That is the end of the contract. So a time came I stopped using the name Nigeria as you know as a country of my origin. I started telling them I'm a Ghanaian, and that was when everything started working okay. So like a friend of mine was explaining to me the other day, he said he got to a particular airport in some countries in Africa. Immediately they saw his passport. They asked him to go one side, and it was after they boarded everybody on the plane. That was when they now checked there was still space and they have to ask him to enter. This is someone that actually came before some other guys. Okay, came to board the plane. Probably was supposed to be first selected before some other guys, but because of the name. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, nobody's trying to put the country down. It's just that the system has been injured and needs the intervention of God. But I want you guys to listen to what Donald Trump said about what's happening in Nigeria and some other Nigerians also who are not comfortable with the system of operation. All right, let me take you to the video now. Now see this video.
Very well for very massive. In terms of corruption, Nigeria has a reputation, as you understand very well, for very massive corruption. I also know that
Nigeria is the headquarters of corruption in the world.
Thank you.
Sorry, this is my country, but I'm saying this. And if you want me to prove it to you, I'll prove it to you. Present situation of Nigeria. Corruption everywhere. Corruption in hospitals, schools, ministries, departments, agencies of government, courts, police station, military, everywhere corruption. Everywhere. Now Nigeria, foreigner, go call police for you, Nigerian police. Nigerian police no go listen to you. Now waiting that Chinese, that Lebanese, that any Indian, tell them, now you go work with. Now Nigeria we dey. Nigerians no get escort. Foreigner they get 4, 5, 6, 7 policemen where they follow them. Politicians they carry 6, 7 policemen. Some police posts no get more than 2 policemen. State government they negotiate with bandits. Hey! Army they there, other people they there. State governor come to negotiate with bandits. Who are they? Non-state actors. And you, innocent person, you do mistake, go buy a car, we carry small camouflage. Soldier go catch you, they beat you. See bandit, wear camouflage like you, without authority. In the name of saying they do settlement, which kind settlement be that? What an insult.
It is very obvious that the world is beginning to see and talk about how Nigeria is corrupt, to the extent that Donald J. Trump talked about it.
Body will steal the votes that we have suffered, put sweat and blood. Have you seen anybody celebrating anywhere? You think anybody will win an election? Anybody and nobody celebrating? They want to bring their people to come and celebrate. We are waiting for them. But let me tell you, nobody will steal what Nigerians have sacrificed, have sworn that this time around, their votes. Look, let me tell you, this election, people were going with money. And people will tell them, I want to vote my conscience. and people voted according to what they wanted. Yes. Now you want to deprive them of that.
Are you saying you keep occupying the Unity Fountain and all those
huge heist has happened in Nigeria. The greatest political robbery has just happened. And Nigerians think we keep quiet. You steal our votes. You steal our freely exercise franchise, and we should keep quiet. No. Look. Even the policemen here are victims of the kind of government we have. Everybody here is a victim of the kind of governance we have suffered in the last 7 years. Now, we did not reward APC. No Nigeria rewarded APC. My name is Antonia Hileba. I'm a lawyer. I'm a member of a political party, but right now I'm in Nigeria.
Now, Nigeria is planning to go on a nationwide protest on December 10th. About what? About a man called Dele Farotimi. Of course, you know what happened. It is trending right now. Do I still need to talk about that? So that one will tell you whether Nigerian judiciary is still in order or if it is not in order. And as I said, that is the worst thing that can happen to any nation, that the judiciary is being compromised. That the people who judge is compromised. Go to River State and see what Wike and some judges are doing there. Hey.
To do what is needed.
President, if you can hear me.
Take Edo to the next level.
President, if you can hear me.
This bad.
Okay, if you can hear me, please, couple of things. Please.
I can hear you gratify.
Do not cry. Do not cry. It's time for action. Don't cry. But I'm also surprised.
Gratify. I saw a man,
hang on a minute. Let me finish.
A lecturer.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Whose wife died. Just a minute, please. A lecturer of University of Benin. His wife died on Friday. The man went to his polling unit, and this lady said he saw him. He said, "What are you doing here? Your wife died yesterday." He said, when Aswe Godalo came to Uniben to speak to them, he promised that he will vote for this man.
Prince, sorry about that.
All right. So now we have a president in the midst of crippling, grinding, biting inflation. The president and the National Assembly voted 21 billion to renovate, hear me, renovate the vice president's house. 70 billion naira was voted to the National Assembly members to buy SUVs as 260 million naira for each one for senators and House of Reps members. 4 billion naira was voted to renovate Dodam Barrack. Another 3 billion for Aguda House. 5 billion was given to the Presidential Task Force, a tax reform committee, less than 20 members. 1.5 billion was given to purchase cars for the First Lady, an office unknown to our Constitution. Judges, for job well done, got 300% salary increase. I'm not complaining, no. I'm not saying judges should staff. 5 billion was budget for presidential fleet. At least one report, they will buy fuel now, have you? Every senator gets 21 million naira monthly. No, don't worry, I didn't forget the reps, 13.5. This government voted it. We are going to be spending 15 trillions to pave the road with gold from Lagos to Calabar. And your president's friend is the one building the road, Uncle Chagori. Yeah. Unlike when they used to go to Mina, if they wanted to speak with the occupiers of Aso Rock, these days they go to Uncle Chagori in France so that he can speak with his friend, the same one who gave him the road. And yet, we are told to calm down. We are told to calm down. Where is the money taken from the subsidy? If you say there is no more subsidy, but then we now know that there is subsidy. When you take all of this together, and you then factor in the multidimensional sufferings of the victims of the system that would allow all of these, you can then begin to have an inkling, an understanding of the anger that you are seeing on the streets.
See, guys, you don't have to relocate abroad to live a certain type of life. See, I flew all the way from Canada down to London.
Understanding of the anger that you are seeing on the streets. Hopelessness births chaos. Hopelessness births chaos. Give the people hope. It's not about letting the poor breathe, because they certainly aren't breathing. You've choked them. But give them hope. Not illusion, hope. Hope, real hope, substantive hope. Give them hope. Let them have a basis to believe that tomorrow will be better than today. Show by your own example that you still believe that we should be tightening our belt. Tighten yours as an example. Let them see it. But then you are incapable of doing any of that. But like I said, cause and effect. But here is the issue. For those of us who have no other country to flee to, and I say that full-chested, I do not have the residency of any other country aside from Nigeria. I might have visas to travel back and forth, but I do not own a home outside Nigeria. I actually do not even have a foreign account that is operative as we speak today. I opened one, I think, in 2010 in Houston, but I have not operated it since 2010. I think I have maybe less than $100 in the account. I'm sure they would even have closed it by now. That's the only reason I can't claim that I don't have a foreign account. I'm all in. This is my country. I'm not running anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm not interested in seeing it burn. But if Nigeria is not going to burn because there is cause and effect, the impunity by which our ruiners have operated, the horrible way that they have responded to the pains and sufferings of the people before they went on the street, sent traditional rulers with marching orders to be telling people they mustn't protest. They're protesting because they have no choice. Send thugs, as I read that fact, send that one to be threatening people. In Lagos, one that they call Sego is the one that is busy threatening them that they mustn't protest. The Nigerian Christian church, then the Nigerian church, oh, shame on you all. Oh yeah, sorry, there are one or two exceptions. It would be unfair to Pastor Sam Aidogbo, for instance, to count him amongst that number. Shame on you all. There are exceptions, but shame on you all. You can't speak to demand justice before this mess broke out, and you have no credibility to sue for peace. You have no credibility because you are part and parcel of the mess. And that goes for you, the Muslim clerics as well, and even more shame on the traditional religionists. We can't even find one of you who will come out and speak against the abomination to which your spirituality, quote and unquote, has been pressed. I have never believed that our situation can be resolved by protests, because we do not have listeners in government. They are and but the protests are started. I have no single word of condemnation for those who have decided that their only recourse is to protest. They tried doing it with their votes in count. Okay, so elections are over. Who is not feeling the pain now? All of us are feeling the pain. All. Bulaba, Batidiots, articulated, obedience, revolution. Everybody is feeling the pain. We all go to the same market. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani. Everybody is feeling the pain. So you've managed to unite the people with hunger. The genie is out of the bottle.